The Sheffield Steelers back at the Motorpoint Arena, the Coventry Blaze in town. Steeler Dan was ready, the fans were ready, anticipation. The return of Neil Clark. What effect would he have in this game? Nick Duff set out. Clark was going to make a huge impact, not only tonight, but on the whole weekend against the Blaze. It was defenceman Chad Huttle, though, that got the Steelers off to the best possible start. Inside 2 minutes, a wraparound from the youngster, and the Sheffield Steelers led by a 1-0. Hirsch will probably want this one back, but the Sheffield Steelers got the... Oh, Hershey, no, won't like it, but Chad Huttle would be delighted. Whilst the Coventry Blaze have had a rough year, they've got some great young players. Farmer sets up Guthrie, and those two are surely the future for the Coventry outfit. Keep an eye on 10 and 11. Guthrie moved into second place in league scoring this weekend. Robert Dowd has had a breakout year. The Sheffield Steelers went to the penalty box. Colt King on a slash, he wasn't happy about it. Murray Hansen made the decision, and the Coventry Blaze went on the power play. 26 seconds later, the Coventry Blaze would lead. Individual goal, that man Guthrie again, this time firing through the legs of Mark Thomas. The Blaze led 2-1. The travelling fans were happy, and rightly so. The Blaze had the Sheffield Steelers on the rack. Super finish from the second round draft pick. The water bottle goes flying. Went flying in the penalty box as well. Colt King, a very unhappy man. He comes out after that slashing minor. He got a 10-minute misconduct. He got a game misconduct. He was the first in the showers. The Sheffield Steelers argued the case. Captain Jonathan Phillips and Stevenson, but it wasn't to be. The game was now getting a little fruity. And this was to spill over on Sunday as well. But all the players getting involved. Hack and wash, push and shove. Holding minor against young James Griffin. The Steelers on the power play. End of the second period. Enter Neil Clark. Patience personified as Clark fakes on Jonathan Weaver and then shoots past Peter Hirsch. The Sheffield Steelers had tied it at that critical moment. Again, Weaver goes down. What a great play by Neil Clark. You get a better view of it here. Sells Weaver the dummy. Holds onto it. Fires home. Neil Clark answers the critics. The Steelers 2-1 ahead. Into the final minutes of the third period. Both teams had chances. Ramsey off the board. Legui will find Squires. Look at that for a pass from Squires. Look at that for a finish from Mike Ramsey. Squires set up Fulgham last week, didn't he, for something similar? Well, Squires sets up Ramsey. A game-winning goal. The Sheffield Steelers get out of jail. They beat the Coventry Blaze by 3-2. And what a way to win it. And what a shot from Mike Ramsey. 3-2 for the Sheffield Steelers. They went home with all 2 points. However, it wasn't a very happy coach, Ryan Finnerty, we spoke to at the end of the game. Honest as always. Finner, the Steelers found a way to win a game, but it wasn't one of our best performances, was it?
No, it was like a Chinese fire drill out there. I mean, it was embarrassing to, for the guys to lose their composure this late in the season, over, something undisciplined that was our fault. Kinger gets kicked out of the game. We know what Hansen's like. We addressed it before the game. We can't have it, not this late in the season. And, the way the bench went there in the second period, I mean, yeah, it's frustrating to see and it's disappointing, but, we snuck out of that period. Called it back, snuck out of that period, and that was my main focus with about 12 minutes left, was just get out of the second, weather the storm, and come back in the third. And I thought we played a better period in the third. We got back to basics, and and we got guys that try to overhandle the puck when things aren't going well, and try to kind of take it upon themselves, and you can't win like that. You can't win with one guy trying to go end to end. And I think we're at a time where things are a bit doom and gloom with the Steelers and our team right now. And we always said it was going to come, and we gotta get through it. We gotta find a way through it. You need your leaders to lead, and we just gotta find ways to put W's up the board. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how they go, but you can't leak any of tonight into tomorrow. We won't be successful.
I was going to say, we're not playing well, but we are finding a way to win again. That must be a positive, that there's some character inside that room that's turning in these wins.
Yeah. I've always said that, but you can't. That is the only positive, is that we are winning. But at the end of the day, you're kind of walking on a tightrope there. You gotta correct the little things, otherwise they snowball. And I think you saw tonight what can happen. I mean, it was absolute chaos out there, and almost to the point where you just almost had to chuckle at one point, kind of, to have everybody just have a brain fart at the same time, and things got disorganized. But that happens. That's hockey, and that's momentum, and we got through it. I thought we played better in the third. If we can build on what we did in the third, we got the goal, and I thought we shut them down. They came hard. They played well. They pressured us hard. But we went with 4D tonight. Probably not going to go with 4D tomorrow. Probably go with 5 and see how we do. Put Duff back in the lineup and go from there. But like I said, we got to correct it, and it's more it's mental right now. Right now whether we're mentally fatigued or what, but we got to find a way for guys to get back to how we were playing 2-3 weeks ago and move forward, because this is kind of a game 7 every game we play now. It's crucial.
Quick word on Neil Clark. He jumped into the lineup. Did he do enough to stay in the lineup?
I mean, what can you say? Clarkie played very well. I thought he drove the net well. He obviously scored that nice goal there. He got the ice time. He got the ice time when when Kinger got kicked out. He got put in different positions, and he said we're going to sit down with the coaching staff and evaluate what team we're going to go with tomorrow, and go from there. But I mean, we haven't made any decisions yet, but we are looking to put 6 D-men on the ice. So we'll probably. 5. We'll probably have Duff back in the lineup, so we don't overkill our D-men.